Pikachu, you want to know a really interesting movie that most people have forgotten about? Yes, Doug. What is that? Well, that would be Inside Out. Are we going to review that today? Yes, we are. How's it going, guys? My name is Douglas Arnold Armstrong. I'm the head honcho here at Happy Texas Reviews. And today, I've got my little friend with me, Pikachu. It's a little cold in here, so he's wearing a Santa hat. I'd be wearing something too, but I don't have anything at the moment. My current situation right now is a bit of a disaster. Life has been crazy today. So today I'm reviewing Inside Out, and it is a hidden gem. And I didn't know that I actually had this movie on DVD. This movie has been sitting in my collection of movies for a very long time. This movie came out in 2015. I saw it twice at the show, and then I got it on DVD, watched it once with some friends and family, and that's about it. So I've seen it about 4 times before watching it for a 5th time for this review. This movie is amazing. It's a hidden gem, and I wish I would watch it more and let other people know it exists. And that's what I'm kind of doing and hoping I can do today, let you guys know that Inside Out is a masterpiece of Disney Pixar. It's an interesting and an original movie, and I really wish that more people will talk about this film because it has a cool concept about the fact that all your emotions are controlled by a single person in your mind. So there's a single person in your head that controls your joy, a single person that's talking about your anger, your disgust, your fears, your anxieties, and whatnot. And this movie uses an amazing imagination of what goes on in your head and tries to make it funny for all ages. This movie's friendship / connection with the 2 characters of joy and sadness and the adventure they go on in Riley's brain is amazing. This movie has tons and tons of jokes. The ones that stuck out to me, of course, were the pizza ones about, how Hawaiians and Californians ruin pizza with putting pineapple and ham and, broccoli on pizza. Even though it sounds good, they poke jokes at it because not everybody likes that stuff. And there's just so many jokes. There's a plethora of jokes throughout this movie's runtime of about an hour and 42 minutes. Also, 2 other things that I also really enjoyed was this machine called the abstract machine. So if you go into it, it starts changing your dimension, and if you don't get out of there in time, you're stuck in a certain dimension. It was kind of cool to see that. That's part dolphin, part cat, part elephant, and part cotton candy. I literally had to Google what this imaginary friend was made of because I know they mentioned it in the movie, but it's kind of like swept to the side kind of thing. And it's also really cool because when this imaginary friend, I'm trying to think of his name, Bing Bong is his name. When Bing Bong cries, he cries out pieces of candy. I was just like, oh goodness, this is one really twisted and entertaining imaginary friend. I don't know if I ever had one, but I wish I had that type of imaginary friend. And sadly, he ends up, quote unquote, sacrificing himself in order for the character of Joy to survive, and that just kind of hit me home a little bit. This movie's great for all ages. Unfortunately, it does have a couple problems, and I'm going to talk about those now. Like I said, this movie has generally forgotten by the general audience by most that it ever existed. This movie is, like, I know I keep saying this, but it's a hidden gem, and it's just one of those movies that I think deserves a lot more attention. It also never answers the questions. There's certain questions that come up because of this movie because it exists, that like, what happens when you're in love? What emotion shows up in your head when you want to have sex? What emotion shows up in your head when you're in the hospital? What emotion shows up in your head when you're about to die? Is there one? This movie doesn't answer it. This movie has also been rumored to be getting a sequel, even though I don't think it really needs one. But if there was, I think it would explain a lot of these unanswered questions that this movie has just left open. And it's not like Inception or Shutter Island or some mystery movie that like it's open to your own interpretation. This movie should have answers to certain questions that it brings up, and it never answers certain questions like this. Also, last thing that I really don't understand, and I know it just happens because the movie needed it to, but still, the parents are stupid in this movie. And they make that abundantly clear when Riley is able to steal her mother's credit card and wallet, and the dad also is just dumb because he doesn't know what's going on half the time in his own house. But the biggest thing is you should never allow an 11-year-old girl to walk LA alone after you just moved there from out of town, moving there into a brand new neighborhood, and you're allowing your 11-year-old girl to walk to school and walk back? Did you check your predator list? Did you check to see how the neighbors are first? Did you even drive her to school the first day? No, you just let her walk to school the first day. These parents are idiots. And the fact that Riley doesn't say anything to prevent this from happening is also stupid. Everyone's worried about the moving truck not showing up. Oh god, that's the biggest thing that drove me insane was that 11-year-old girl is walking the streets of LA alone, and she's never been there ever, but it's okay because nothing bad happens in LA, I guess, for an 11-year-old girl. Oh, even talking about it still hurts my head. So I'm going to give Inside Out, guys, a 2015 movie, a 9 out of 10. If you guys have not seen it, I highly encourage you guys, rent it, watch it. And I promise you guys, you will fall in love with this movie. Doesn't matter what age you are, what demographic you're in, you'll love it. I promise you. And after you rent it, you're going to want to go get it on Blu-ray. Promise you. It'll be something that you'll just want to immediately add to your collection. So with that, we have finished my first review for list number 5. If you guys don't know, I finished list number 4 a couple days ago. So we're now starting into list number 5, and we just did with Inside Out. Thursday morning around 9 a.m., I will be doing the poll movie review that you guys voted for. Unfortunately, only one person voted. I hope more people will vote for the next poll that I put out. And Thursday at 9 a.m., I'm doing The Blind Side. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Have a great day. Stay warm. Peace.